This is the Dyson V6 Animal, also known as the DC59 Animal previously. The vacuum cleaner comes with 3 small attachments. A crevice tool with airflow holes to stop the surface being sucked up into the crevice tool. So if you're vacuuming up curtains or bed sheets and things like that, it will stop it from getting sucked up into the vacuum cleaner. It has airflow holes on both sides, just to let you know. It also has a combination tool, which is a 2-in-1 large opening and dusting brush. So you can use that for dusting and that for sucking up larger debris, whether it be cereal or whatever you've spilled on the floor in the kitchen, for example. And lastly, the mini motorized head, which is designed for pet hair. So it has a rotating brush bar and it also has a self-adjusting head, so it mates with the contours of your stairs. If you have uneven surfaces, it's great for that. Just a quick interruption of this Dyson V6 video. We are currently on 903 subscribers, which means we are 97 subscribers away from getting that 1000 mark. So if you please subscribe, we can reach 1000 very soon, I am sure. And that means I will continue to do what I enjoy, and that's making vacuum cleaner videos. Yeah? So please keep up the beautiful support. I really do appreciate it. Thank you very much. So that's the 3 attachments the V6 Animal comes with. This is the main cleaner head for carpets and hard floors. It has a, let me put the handheld to one side. It has the purple nylon bristles for carpets and the black soft bristles for hard floors. It also has a 20-watt brush bar motor, if you can see that. So it's a 20-watt brush bar motor, which is, it was good for its time, but now it's quite rubbish if I'm honest, because it's quite an old vacuum. But for its time it was really good, and it's still quite a decent cleaner for what it is. And it has a belt drive, which Dyson have officially done away with, so yeah, that is a thin brush bar. So what I think about this cleaner head is that it's quite low profile compared to the new ones, which are direct drive and have bigger brush bars in them. So it is nicer to get under furniture with, but if I'm honest, this cleaner head design is quite poor, if I'm honest now, because it's got a thin brush bar, which makes it quite rubbish for thick carpets. I mean, it does fine with my bedroom carpet, which is not too thick, but it's not exactly medium pile either. But if you got like a shaggy rug, then it will struggle with that. So you need a direct drive brush bar to cope with that. So this thin brush bar isn't going to do much favours. Okay. It also has a belt, and Dyson have done away with that. But this actually has a removable piece here. So you twist this end cap with a coin, and that will come out for easy cleaning. The brush bar comes out. You can wash that if you want, because there's no bearing in here. Check that for any hair. Give that a good clean out. Squirt some WD-40 into that sleeve bearing. You can wipe out this window really easily. And there's another blockage inspection port here, so you undo that with the coin, and then this opens up, and that narrow gap in there is where it usually blocks up. It also has ball technology, which is what all Dyson vacuums have these days. They've done away with wheels, so basically you can go around furniture really easily with the steer of the wrist. Literally, you can make 90-degree turns, like so. So that's the cleaner head. It attaches to the wand with a very satisfying click, like so. In fact, any of the attachments click onto either the end of the wand or onto the handheld itself. So choose whatever tool you want, for example, like that, or onto the vacuum itself to use as a handheld. Now onto the main vacuum itself. So this is the on and off switch, which you do hold down for however long you want it to. Advertised runtime is 20 minutes maximum, okay? But it's about 17 minutes if you attach the cleaner head over there. And that's on low power. On high power, you get 6 minutes. So just to show you the difference between the sound on low power and high power. So it's currently on low power. And on high power, you press this max button, and then you'll hear the difference, and the blue light will also come on to show you that it's on max. I do quite like the noise it makes on max. I don't know why, but it just sounds quite cool and unique. So yeah, like I said, you have to hold this trigger down, but you're not going to be holding it for 20 minutes, are you? So 20 minutes could turn into 25 or 30 minutes of cleaning, maybe even more. So that's that. And to empty it, you just press down on this red piece here. So you press that down, the trapdoor opens, and then the dirt should fall out. But if I'm honest, the V6 was quite a rubbish emptying mechanism. So all the dirt would just get collected around the shroud, especially got long hair. So all you have to do is press that button again for the bin to come off, like so. And then you have to brush the shroud off like that, so it's quite messy. The new models have solved this from the V7 onwards. Well, the V8 onwards actually, because the V8 actually came out before the V7. And the V7 is actually a budget version of the V8. So that's that. I've polished up the bin. You can clean the bin out with wipes. That clicks on and close that, and then there you go. Nothing else to say really about it, apart from the batteries in here. You've got the cyclones which fling out the dust and dirt with high G forces, and the filters in here. So you pull that out, and you're meant to wash that. There's a picture of a tap or faucet if you're in America. So you wash that, wring it out, leave it to dry, and then put it back in. That's the only filter maintenance you need to do. There's actually no post motor filter here. You just get a little foam in there. So that's the only filter you need to wash. One thing I do like about Dyson is that they are futuristic looking. I mean, let's take a look at the DC07 for example. That is a 2001 machine, but you wouldn't think it, would you? Because it looks quite modern. People wouldn't know that it's 20 years old, because it looks acceptable to use still compared to other vacuums which don't look as futuristic and therefore don't age well compared to Dyson's. I mean, the V6 in particular here, that's a nice smart looking grey, quite modern looking colour. That looks metal even though it's not, and it just looks quite futuristic in general. I actually forgot to mention that just like the main cleaner head, the brush bar for this also is removable the same way that this comes out, so you can clean that of any hair and all of that. And the brush bar motor for this is also 20 watts, just like this cleaner head. So that is that. And one thing I also forgot to mention about the main cleaner head and the smaller head is that it features a safety cutout. So if you get the brush bar jammed, let's say if you vacuum over a sock or laundry because you're trying to push it out the way but it actually got sucked up, what'll happen is when the brush bar spins, so I've jammed it in my thick carpet, yeah, because it couldn't handle it. So what happens is, since there's no rubber belts to break, the brush bar motor senses a resistance that the brush bar was obstructed, and therefore it just cut out. So what you do is you switch the machine off and switch it on again, and there you go, it's fine. Compared to other older vacuums which have rubber belts which actually break, so I think rubber belts should be done and dusted. They shouldn't be relevant anymore. Vacuum should at least have twin motor systems by now, because tooth belts are the way to go in my opinion, or direct drives, because they just cut out. You just switch the machine off and switch it on again. With rubber belts, if you make that mistake of jamming the brush bar, you actually have to pay for the repair. With this, you just switch it off and switch it on. That's what you call better design. Charging the vacuum is very easy. You can either charge it like your mobile phone, or you have it on the wall mount. So you put it on the wall, and then the blue light illuminates. Once this goes out, that means it's fully charged. It takes about 3.5 hours to charge. And the attachments go onto the wall mount, so you don't lose them. They also click, so they don't fall off easily. You can also buy optional accessories for your Dyson. I have the stretch hose, which actually stretches to quite a reasonable amount, and that's pretty much all the length you need for a handheld vacuum, because no one's arm is going to reach that far. And it's a really nice stretch hose, so it makes it convenient for vacuuming out the car, because let's be honest, this handheld unit is quite big for the car, so you can't really reach into the awkward areas, so that'll make it a breeze.